Greetings, everybody. I'll have the starting lineups in just a few minutes for Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball, Boston and Oakland, August 2, 1969. Greetings, everybody, for Sunday morning baseball. We'll be starting our game in just a few minutes. I'm going to take care of a couple things. I'll be back in just a couple minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, and we'll go start with the lineups, and we'll begin. Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman, and got off to a little late start. I had to move the game up an hour. Hope you understand. Mark Schucker has arrived. Good morning to Kathy Harden. We appreciate you being here, both of you. The gate is around 12,000. here for a day game. It was originally a day game. Boston Red Sox at the Oakland A's. Second of a 4-game series. The A's bombed the Sox in the first game, 15-0. Some of you may remember Longoria got bombed and removed early. Today we have Vicente Romo for the Red Sox, a right-hander, and Luke Krausse for Oakland, a right-hander. Let's look at our opening lineups today. For the Boston Red Sox, Sid O'Brien leading off at third base. Mike Andrews at second, batting second. Then it's Carl Yaz, left field. Reggie Smith, cleanup in center. Rico Petrocelli at shortstop. Tony Conigliaro in right. George Scott at first. Russ Gibson catching, and the pitcher Vicente Romo. For the A's, Jose Tartabull leading off in center field. Ted Kubiak at shorts continues playing for the injured Bert Campaneris. Reggie Jackson in right. Sal Bando at third. Danny Cater in left. Raymond Webster getting a rare start today. Left-handed hitter against the right-hander Romo. At first, Tartabull was moved to center, and Cater from first to left to allow Webster to play first base. He's a 4. Dick Green at second. Larry Haney, the catcher, and the pitcher is Luke Krausse. And the A's take the field. Like I said, it's about 12,000 and change here for this second game. Red Sox are 21.5 behind the first place Orioles, and Kathy Harden wants the A's. The A's are 12 behind the first place Twins. They're playing good baseball, the A's, 59-41. It's just the Twins are just unbelievable this year. So, A's take the field, and Sid O'Brien will lead it off. And we want to welcome you to the SPN Network, Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network, 1969 review, a replay. This is August 2, 1969. Luke Krausse is on the mound. O'Brien at the plate. He's ready, Krausse. And the pitch to O'Brien. And there's a base hit to left field to start the ball game off. Cater throws it back in, and O'Brien starts it off with a base hit. So O'Brien on first to start it off, and here's Mike Andrews. Infield in for the bunt. He's an A bunter. Krausse from the stretch now. Boy, yesterday was an amazing game. It was a 16-inning game, people. Here's the pitch to Andrews. 4-6. And that is a base hit for Andrews. O'Brien rounds second, goes to third. Red Sox have something going here. First and third, no outs. On Luke Krausse, and here comes Yastrzemski. Krausse did have 16 starts. He's getting one tonight. Infield is double play depth. Here's Krausse now from the stretch. The pitch to Carl. 6-12, flies it to right. This will be deep enough for O'Brien to tag. Jackson has it. It's one away, and it's 1-0 Red Sox. A sacrifice fly by Reggie Jackson. And Reggie Smith is the batter. Switch hitter, batting left against Krausse. Okay, Krausse is ready from the stretch. The pitch to Smith. 110. And he lines it to second, caught by Green. 2 outs. And Rico Petrocelli. Here's the pitch from Krausse. 5-6. Struck him out, and the side is retired. 1 run for the Red Sox on 2 singles and a sacrifice fly, 1 left on. After a half, it's Red Sox 1. Athletics coming to bat. Bottom of the first. And Vicente Romo. He was used both to start and in relief. He had 11 starts, 11 saves. Quite versatile. Leading it off for the A's, Jose Tartabull. Left-handed hitter, Jose. Vicente is ready. Here's the windup, the pitch to Jose. 4-12, struck him out. So Tartabull is out swinging, and Ted Kubiak is the batter, switch hitter, batting left. Just underway here at Oakland. Here's Romo now, and the pitch to Kubiak. 3-5, and that is a base hit for Kubiak. Kubiak on first with 1 out. Here's Reggie Jackson now. Reggie has 34 home runs. He's 4 behind Frank Howard, who leads the league. With 38. And he leads all of baseball with 38. Yeah, well, hot dog, we'll see. We will see, Kathy Hardy. Here's Romo now from the stretch. The pitch to Jackson. 6-12. And it's grounded back to Romo. He's a 3. 3-3. That might be trouble for Romo. It goes through for a base hit, so Kubiak goes to second. No hot dog in there, as far as I'm concerned. It'll be a tad of relish, but it's first and second, 1 out. Bando now. Cater on deck. A's have something here. Romo and the pitch to Bando. 3-12, flies it to left, and Yastrzemski makes the catch, and the runners hold. 2 down for Danny Cater. Here's the pitch to Cater. 2-8, grounds it back to Romo, and the side is retired. No runs, 2 singles. Both left after 1. It's 1-0 Red Sox. Our schedule is posted through all games scheduled on August 2, 1969. Looking ahead. Afternoon today. Scheduled at 5. These are all subject to change. Cincinnati at Philly. Then tomorrow morning, the Giants with Marichal at Pittsburgh and Veal. Tomorrow's afternoon game will be the Yankees at Seattle. Downing for the Yankees, Brunette for Seattle. And then finally, the last game, the Dodgers with Don Sutton against St. Louis in St. Louis with Mike Torres, and that's scheduled for Tuesday at 9 a.m. Leading it off for the top in the top of the second is Tony Conigliaro. Here's Krausse. 2-7. Flies it to center. That's for Tartable, 1 down. Indeed. Indeed it is. Well, here's George Scott with 1 out, nobody on, top of the second. We've got some amazing baseball here in August. Amazing games, and we're just not saying that. Krausse winds. Here's the pitch to Scott. 1-11, and it's a base hit to left. Thrown in by Cater. Scott on first, 1 down, and Russ Gibson, the catcher. Romo on deck. Here's Krausse now from the stretch. The pitch to Gibson. 1-9, and he grounds it to third. That's a double play. Nice turnover by Bando to Green to Webster. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, none left. In the middle of the second, it's still 1-0 Boston. We move to the bottom of the second. In real world, the Yankees and the Mets are scheduled at Mets host the Marlins at 1:40. The Yankees in Baltimore, 1:35 start. Dodgers start later, Eastern time, 4:10. They're in Arizona. Saturday, just reading some news. Okay, here we go to the bottom of the second. A's batting. It'll be Raymond Webster, his first at bat in a long time, ever maybe, this season. Gets a rare start. He's a left-handed hitter facing Romo, the right-hander. Romo is ready now. And here's the windup and the pitch. To Webster, 1-8, and he flies it to center. And under it is Smith for the out, 1 away. Now Dick Green. That's called strike on Green. I've already gone through much of my first pot of coffee. I'll be making another one for this ball, during this ball game. That's low for a ball to Green. I'd like to have a nice leisurely ball game today, this morning. Okay, Romo. Here's the pitch to Green. 5-6, and that's a fly ball to center. Under it is Smith for the out. 2 putouts by Reggie Smith here in the bottom of the second. Indeed, Kathy Harden. Larry Haney now, the catcher. That's right-handed. 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the second. Here's the pitch to Haney. 3-6, and he struck him out. That's the second for Romo today. He retired the side in order. And after 2, it's a 1-0 ball game. Red Sox lead at 1-0. Lou Krausse will face Romo, and then back to the top, O'Brien and Andrews. That's coffee here. Okay, here comes Vicente Romo, the pitcher. He's a 2 WR. Okay, Krausse, here's the pitch to Romo to start the top of the third. 4-2. And he grounds it to first for Webster. He's a 4. 16-4. And Webster boots it for an error. So, Romo on first. And Sid O'Brien, the batter. Here's the pitch to O'Brien. 4-7, struck him out. Second for Krausse today. Mike Andrews is the batter. He's singled in the first. It's Romo on first after the error by Webster. 1 out. Here's the pitch to Andrews. 6-6, struck him out. That's the third for Krausse today. 2 down for Carl Yastrzemski. Krausse from the stretch, and the pitch to Carl. 6-11. It's grounded back to Krausse. He's a 4. 16-4. And he boots it for an error. Romo goes to second error of the inning. First and second, 2 down for Reggie Smith. Smith popped to second. Here's Krausse now. The pitch to Smith. 6-3, batting left-handed. Base hit up the middle. This might score Romo. Romo rounding third, 1-10, I believe. 1-10, 2 outs, 1-12. And that was to center field, 1-12. It stays 1-12. He's coming home. Here's the throw from Tartable, and he's safe. It's unearned. Runners advance. An unearned run here in the top of the third. Charge to Krausse, unearned, if you want to put it that way. It's second and third, 2 outs. And here's Petrocelli, 2-0 Red Sox. Smith on second, Carl on third, 2 down. Here's the pitch from Krausse. 1-9. And it's hit deep by Krausse. Way back. Hit deep by Petrocelli, and it's gone. A 3-run home run. A 3-run home run by Rico Petrocelli. We'll put this in the books. Rico. With his 27th home run of the season. That ties him with Carl and Harmon for fourth place for home runs. Carl has 27, Harmon Killebrew has 27. Again, Howard leads with 38. That's the 27th home run by Rico Petrocelli, and I'm going to make them all unearned unless Mr. Perota comes in here and saves us with that. With 2 outs. 4 runs in, 5-0 Red Sox. And here's Tony Conigliaro, 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Krausse now, the pitch to Conigliaro. 5-7, and he walked him. There is action in the Oakland bullpen. Odom had a complete game win. No need to do anything there. Ed Sprague is warming. They're going to see if Krausse can get out of this with Conigliaro on first, 2 down. Here's George Scott and the pitch. 3-8 struck him outside, retired. He struck out the side, but 4 runs scored, including a 3-run home run by Rico Petrocelli. And we move to the bottom of the 3rd now. There'll be a hitter for Krausse. I know it's early, but that's it for Krausse. He pitched 3 innings. He allowed 5 hits. He walked 1, struck out 4, and allowed 1 run, earned run, but 4 unearned runs. That's 5-0. And Ed Sprague will be the batter, the pitcher. Ed Sprague will come in and pitch the top of the 4th for Oakland. Let's see who's hitting. It's Bob Johnson coming in to face Romo. Big Bob Johnson. So Johnson steps in to pinch hit for Krausse, who just didn't quite have it. And we're ready. Romo is ready. Johnson right-handed. Here's the pitch from Romo. 5-8, and he flies it to center for the first out. Back to the top of the order, Jose Tartabull. Yeah. Here's the pitch from Romo. 4-10, that's a fly ball to center. And Smith is getting under it. Oop, that's a re-roll on the 20 die. 4-2, he makes the catch. 2 outs, that's the 4th put out by Smith already. And we're in the 3rd. Kubiak steps in, 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the 3rd. 5-0 Red Sox. It's about time we have a clunker of a game, huh? They all can't be winners. Romo winds, and the pitch to Kubiak. 2-9, and he struck him out. That's the third for Romo, and he retired the side in order again. He's retired 8 in order, and after 3, it's 5-0 Red Sox. A's won the first game 15-0. New pitcher, Ed Sprague. Got a lot of characters. We have Mr. Haney from Green Acres, and now Howard Sprague from the Andy Griffith Show. He only had 46 innings. He's a right-hander. Taking his warm-ups, and it'll be Russ Gibson to lead it off. Top of the 4th. Sprague is ready now. Okay, here's the pitch to Gibson. 4-9, and he grounds it to short for the first out. Romo steps in. Romo reached on the error by Raymond Webster at first base and scored. Sprague, the pitch to Romo. 4-5. Flies it to right, 2 away. And now Sid O'Brien. One for 2 today. Singleton scored in the first. Here's the pitch to O'Brien. 6-8. And he grounds it to short. Kubiak has it, throws to Webster. And there's a 1-2-3 inning for Ed Sprague. And we move to the bottom of the 4th, 5-0 Red Sox. But don't go anywhere. These A's have good bats, no doubt about it. Romo has retired 8 in order. 3 shutout innings. He'll face Jackson, Bando, and Cater in the bottom of the 4th. Jackson steps in. Reggie singled in the first, left on base. Here's the pitch to Reggie now. That's 2-10. And he flies it to center. Under it is Smith. Another putout for Smith. His 5th of the game. And Salbando, the batter, flew to left. Romo, 9 in a row. The pitch to Bando. It's 1-6. And he flies it to center again. Smith with the putout. 6 for Smith. And Danny Cater with 2 outs, nobody on. Cater grounded out to Romo, the pitcher, in the first. Romo into his windup, and the pitch to Cater. 3-3. Pops it up to the left side, foul territory. That's for O'Brien, and he catches it in foul territory. Another 1-2-3 for Romo. And after 4, it's 5-0 Red Sox. Romo has retired 11 in order. And Ed Sprague will begin his 2nd inning of relief here with Mike Andrews leading it off for the Bo Sox. Okay, Sprague is ready. Here's his windup and the pitch to Andrews. 3-7. And he flies it to center field. Tartable makes the catch. 1 down. Now call Yastrzemski. 0 for 1. A sacrifice fly to score a run. Reached on an error and scored. Ed Sprague on the mound in for Krausse. Here's the pitch to Yastrzemski. 2-9, and it's a fly ball to left. Getting under it is Cater. He makes the catch. It's 2 down here in the top of the 5th. Reggie Smith now, 1 for 2. He singled and scored. 2 outs, nobody on, top of the 5th. Red Sox batting. They lead 5-0 against the A's. Sprague winds and deals. 6-11. A ground ball back to Sprague. He's a 1. God bless him. "12-1. And he boots it. Oh my, and he's a 1. Oh, Ed Sprague, look at that. 12-1. Everyone makes an error occasionally. That's the 3rd error for the A's today. Smith's on first with 2 down. And here's Rico Petrocelli hit the home run, the 3-run job, which has made all the difference in the world. It was his 27th of the season. Okay, Sprague from the stretch, the pitch to Petrocelli. 6-3, grounds it to third, the side is out. So Sprague gets out of it, no runs, no hits, the error by Sprague. 1 left on, middle of the 5th, it's 5-0. Romo now. 11 retired in order. And Raymond Webster will lead it off. A 2-hit shutout through 4 for Vicente Romo. Here's Romo now. The pitch to Webster. 3-6. And that's a base hit for Webster to lead it off. We're trying to schedule our games around the real world schedule. Doing the best we can. So we have the morning game, then we have the 5 p.m. game. Here's Dick Green now with Webster on first, nobody out. Romo working from the stretch for the first time in a while. Kathy calls for a big inning. Here's Romo now. The pitch to Green. 5-6. And that's a fly ball to center. Going back is Smith. He makes the catch. And Webster holds. A lot of fly balls out to Smith today. I usually don't count them. But that's his 7th putout. 1 down. And here's Larry Haney. Vicente, the pitch to Haney. 5-4. Walked him. So Romo loses Haney on a base on balls. It's first and second, 1 out, and there will be a hitter for Ed Sprague. Sprague pitched 2 innings, pitched fine baseball. And by the way, coming in next inning for Oakland, will be Paul Lindblad. Paul Lindblad. And he will be the third pitcher for Oakland today. Lindblad. Warming up. Let's see who's going to hit for Sprague. It's first and second, one out. It's Tito Francona. You know, the Tito Francona is hitting. He's a left-hander going against Romo. So Francona steps in. 85 at bats. I don't care. I'm using them. Francona, left-handed hitter now. First and second, one out from the stretch, Romo. Here's the pitch to Francona. Oh, that's a re-roll. .510, and he flies it to left. Yastrzemski makes the catch and the runners hold. 2 down. For Jose Tartabull. 0 for 2 today. Clutch situation. Tartabull, a left-handed hitter. Romo trying to get out of this. It's Haney on first, Webster on second, 2 down. Romo. The pitch to Tartabull. 5-6. And there's a base hit for Tartabull. Webster scores. Haney goes to third. The first run for Oakland. You got to start somewhere. So it's first and third, 2 outs. An RBI for Jose. And here's Ted Kubiak, 1 for 2. First and third, 2 down. Kubiak left-handed, switch hitter. Here's the pitch from Romo. And that's 4-4. And that's catcher X. Gibson's a 4. 17-4. It's a wild pitch followed by a foul out. So the wild pitch, scoring Haney. Isn't that something? The ball got away from Romo, and Haney trotted home with the run. And the side is retired. But so there were 2 runs. On 2 hits, a walk, a wild pitch, and 1 left on. And after 5, well, the A's didn't have, I don't know if that's a big inning, Kathy, but they got 2 runs. They got on the board. And it's a 5-2 ball game. And Paul Lindblad, the left-hander, comes in. And leading it off will be Tony C. I think now would be an awesome time to make coffee and take a break, Kathy Harden. A 3 to 5 minute break, people. Or it might be 5 to 7, I'm so sorry. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. It's August 2, 1969 replay. And the Red Sox lead the A's 5-2 after 5. Lindblad is the third pitcher for the A's. And he'll face Tony C., Scott, and Gibson in the top of the 6th after the coffee is made, or at least brewing. Indeed. Kathy Harden. And the break is completed. We had a game last night, folks, Lord. And I just kept going because it ended up going 16 innings. I just kept going because I said, you know, sometimes I just like to hang here anyway, so why just not be leisurely here? And enjoy the ball game, enjoy the ride. Let me make some of that coffee. Oh, Lord help me, God. Beautiful day for a beautiful morning for a ball game. I might move the night game up to about 3:30. We'll see. See how I feel, folks. I hope you understand. I could play that game at 3:30, and there'd be the Met game and the Yankee game would be close to over. Or 4 o'clock. For an even better chance. I hope everybody who is viewing this broadcast is doing fine. This Sunday morning, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. It's a 5-2 ball game, and we'll be back. I'll be back 2 to 3 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever. And we'll continue. Lindblad is the new pitcher for the Oakland Athletics after Francona came in and pinch hit. I have a Fredericks unit. I live in a studio. It's a Fredericks, and it has a dry mode, and I just looked up what that means. It cools the place because it removes the moisture, it lowers the humidity, and they say don't run it for more than 1 or 2 hours. I'll try that later, maybe. I'm not going to get into it now. Because we have a lot of humidity here in South Florida. You can also get a dehumidifier. That coffee is brewing. I don't know if you hear it. I hear it. It's 5-2 Red Sox. We're on the top of the 6th. And Tony C. will lead it off. He flew to center and walked, was left on base. Indeed, that coffee is almost ready, Kathy. And at 5 p.m., I have a rendezvous with this morsel. Look at that little morsel. That's from yesterday. That morsel will be ingested at the start of that ball game. I don't like to ingest morsels until sunset. Otherwise, it wouldn't mean anything to me. I don't wake and bake or anything like that. Yeah, see, that is pretty, huh? It's got a little stem. Yeah, I like to treat my morsels with dignity. That coffee is ready. It's not 100% ready, but I'm gonna sneak a cup as Lindblad finishes up his warm-ups on the mound. Ready to face Tony C. I figured out, by the way, how the playoffs in 1969, first year of playoffs, were handled in terms of home and away. The team with the best record got the last 3 games, and the team with the weaker record got the first 2 games at home. There was controversy about that because getting the first 2 games is an advantage, but that's the way it was, that's the way it's going to be for us. And the same thing with the World Series. The Mets the Orioles had a better record than the Mets, so it was 2-3-2 with the first 2 in Baltimore. And that's the way it would be. I did some research and found that. So let me take a little bit of water here. Okay, Tony C steps into the batter's box. He's ready to face the third pitcher for Oakland, Paul Lindblad, a left-hander. Lindblad is ready now. Here's the windup, the pitch to Tony. 6-7, and that is a line out to second. Nice catch by Dick Green. 1 down. And here's George Scott, 1 for 2 today. Oh, that's good coffee. Wow. Very good. Here's Lindblad now. The pitch to Scott. 4-8. Fly ball right. Reggie makes the catch. No hot dog in there. 2 outs. And here's Russ Gibson. 0 for 2 today. Big Russ Gibson, the catcher. All right, Lindblad is ready. Here's the pitch to Gibson. 4-6, and he pops it up to third for Bando, and it's a 1-2-3 for Lindblad in his first inning of relief. Middle of the 6th, it's 5-2 Boston over Oakland. And here comes Romo. He allowed his first 2 runs of this ball game. In the 5th, he'll face Jackson, Bando, and Cater. So, speaking of dogs, hot dogs, that is, here's Reggie now. Reggie 1 for 2. Okay, Romo is ready. Here's the pitch to Jackson. 5-4. Fly ball right. That's playable by Tony Conigliaro. He makes the catch for the first out. Kathy Harden calling on Oakland to stop fooling around. Here comes Bando now, 0 for 2. Romo, the pitch to Bando. 6-9, struck him out. Oh, Lord. Romo with his 4th, 2 down in the A's home half of the 6th, and Cater with 2 outs, nobody on. Romo into his windup, and the pitch to Cater. 2-6, and it's hit deep by Cater, way back and left. Going back is Yastrzemski. It's gone. Danny Cater with a solo home run right off his card. Let's look at that again. 2-6. Home run 1-4. It was a 2. Cater knocks it out, and it's a 5-3 ball game. I guess Danny got your message. Kathy Harden. Now it's a 5-3 ball game. Nice shot by Cater. That is his 10th home run of the season. Entered in real time. So Cater hits a solo blast to make it 5-3. And Raymond Webster, that is how you do it, absolutely. Raymond Webster is the batter. He's 1 for 2. He singled and scored. Romo. Here's the pitch. 5-5. And that's hit deep. Oh my. Webster. It's gone. Back-to-back home runs. Webster, in his first start of the season, hits a back-to-back home run. Oh my. And that's his first home run of the season. Webster, a big surprise here. He had one all season. He is an end power against right-handers. It was off of Romo's card, 5-5. Gone 1-10, it's a 5. And it's a 5-4 ball game. And there's action in the Red Sox bullpen. Now, Lee, Landis, and Jarvis are unavailable unless in extreme situations. Lyle is warming up, the left-hander. Sparky Lyle. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Dick Green steps in against Romo. Romo trying to finish this inning once and for all. Back-to-back home runs. Here's the pitch to Green. 4-6, and he grounds it to third, and that will retire the side. But 2 runs for Oakland. Again. This time on back-to-back home runs, one by Cater, his 10th of the season, and then Webster, his first. And after 6, it's a 5-4 ball game. I think we got a ball game here, Kathy, again. What a month. And Paul Lindblad comes in. And Romo will hit. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Lyle, yeah. Romo will hit. Yes. His endurance doesn't come into play until the 7th. So Romo facing Lindblad. Lindblad starting his second inning, retired the side in order. Here's the pitch to Romo. 4-3. Fly ball right. Jackson makes the catch. 1 down. So 4 in a row by Lindblad. And Sid O'Brien, Lindblad on the mound. O'Brien singled, struck out, and grounded to short. He singled and scored in the first. Here's the pitch to O'Brien, 1-9. And he flies it to left. That's for Cater. 2 down. And Mike Andrews is the batter. He is also 1 for 3. He singled in the first. Lindblad has faced 5 batters, retired them all. And the pitch to Andrews. 2-7. Grounds it to second, and the side is retired. 6 in a row for Paul Lindblad. 7th inning stretch now. And Romo takes the mound. He'll face Haney, a pinch hitter, and then back to the top of the order, Jose Tartabull. Action in the A's bullpen. Jim Rowland warming. And he's ready to come in. Jim Rowland, a right-hander, is warming in the bullpen. And he will be the fourth pitcher for Oakland. Lindblad pitched 2 perfect innings. Haney leads it off against Romo. Struck out, walked, and scored on a wild pitch. Mr. Haney. A's down by 1, bottom of the 7th, facing Romo. Here's Romo and the pitch to Haney. 4-9. Grounds it to short for the first out. Now there'll be a hitter for Paul Lindblad. Coming in to hit is Rick Monday. And we understand he will stay in the game and play center field. Rick Monday will take the 9th spot. And the pitcher's rotation, the pitcher in the lineup will bat in Webster's spot. And that will be Rowland. Rowland is a 1 WR. Rowland. Monday will play center field. Cater will move to first base. Shores up the A's fielding a bit. And so here comes Monday now. Is that right, Bijan Bain? I did not know that. Great to see you this morning, Bijan. Great as always. Okay, Kathy Harden, Rick Monday. I think it's a good pick by the manager. Romo on the mound with 1 out. And here's the pitch to Monday now. 6-2, and it's hit deep by Monday. Deep to right, going back is Tony, and it's gone. Monday ties the game. Oh my. Monday got a Vicente Romo fastball and knocked it over the fence. My Lord, help us. 6-2. Let's look at that again. End home run, and you know he's got the power. 1-14, that's gone. Monday with a pinch hit home run. And it's a tie ball game now. That's the 10th home run for Rick Monday this season. Got that in real time now. Lord, it's a 5-5 ball game. Lyle Warming. And that's it for Romo. Lord, Romo is knocked out. They've seen enough. He pitched 6 1/3. Seven hits, 3 of them home runs here in the 6th and the 7th. He walked 1, struck out 4, and has allowed, and we can check him out now, 5 runs. He can lose it, and he can't lose this, but he can't win it either. And meanwhile, Roland, 6-7. Warming, ready to come in, pitch to the Red Sox, top of the 8th. It's going to be Jose Tartabull, and in comes Lyle. The left-handed relief ace for the Red Sox to face Jose Tartabull, a left-handed hitter, so it'll be lefty-lefty. Lyle in it to win it, and so will be Roland. Jose Tartabull, it's a 5-5 ball game Monday with the pinch hit home run. And he's going to stay in this ball game. How do you like that? You had Webster with the home run. Now Monday comes in with the home run. Here's Lyle now. He's ready. He'll face Jose Tartabull, lefty-lefty here. Lyle into his windup. Pitch to Jose, 4-10, flies it to right, 2 down. For Ted Kubiak. Switch hitter, he'll bat right against Sparky. Lyle into his windup, pitch to Kubiak. 1-9, and he grounds it back to Lyle. Throws it over to Scott at first, and the side is retired, but 1 big run on a pinch hit home run by Rick Monday. And after 7, it's a 5-5 ball game. We have not had, I don't think we had anything that was a bad game. They've all been great. Maybe 1 was not great, but other than that, they've been great. And now we get a chance to look at Jim Roland, the 4th pitcher for the A's. It will be Carl Yastrzemski leading it off. Roland takes his warm-ups. He's ready. And here comes Carl. Carl 0 for 2, sacrifice fly, reached on an error and scored, flew to left. And I'm going to refresh my coffee. What a ball game. One after another. We don't want to be spoiled, you know what I'm saying? That's my only concern. We're going to demand every game be great, the way this is going. Let's remember this August, 1st and 2nd, with just 1 game after another. 1-run games, extra inning games, 1-0 games. Carl steps into the box, top of the 8th. It's 5-5 now. Here's Roland. He's ready. Here's the pitch to Carl. 4-5, and that is a, oh, that's a re-roll. Oh, my. Fly ball left for the out. Very, very close call, but we called it a re-roll. So it's 1 out. And here's Reggie Smith. That's our house rules. If the 20 die is not flat to the surface, it's a re-roll just with the 20 die. If one of the 3 dies, not counting this, is off, we re-roll the whole thing. That's our house rules. You got to set your rules up a priori. It's Reggie Smith, switch hitter, batting left. Smith 1 for 3. Roland. And the pitch. 5-10. Flies it to left. This is for just see something here. Tartable, can he play left? Yes. That's for we'll just put it in here. Tartable was moved to left. He's a 2. So that's a 5-10 Smith. Fly ball left, and that's 2 away. And here's Rico now. Rico hit the 3-run home run in the 3rd. Okay, rolling now. Here's the pitch to Petrocelli. 2-2. And that is a base hit to left for Petrocelli. Rico, the go-ahead run on first with 2 outs. And here's the captain, Sal Bando, 0 for 3 today. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was so messed up. Petrocelli. Here's Tony C. I put it in the wrong spot. Tony C. It's always corrected because then you eventually pick up on it. Tony C. with Petrocelli on first. 2 outs. Here's Roland. 3-10. And that's hit deep by Tony. Oh my, it's gone. Tartable just turned his back and watched it fly over for a 2-run home run by Tony Conigliaro here in the top of the 8th. Oh my, and now it's a 7-5 ball game. Oh my, a 2-run home run. That is his 13th of the season, Kathy Harden. Tony Conigliaro with his 13th home run of the season. And I'd say he's getting a big hand now. Off Roland with 2 outs. And here's George Scott. Scott 1 for 3. Roland. The pitch to Scott. 2-9 struck him out, and the side is retired. But 2 runs for Boston. And in the middle of the 8th, it's 7-5 Red Sox. Lyle is the winner of record now. Roland the loser. Lyle will face Reggie Jackson to start it off. Lefty-lefty, Bando on deck, and then Cater. 5 home runs today. 3 for the A's and 2 for the Bo Sox. Okay, Lyle. Here's the pitch to Jackson. 1-9, and that's hit well. It's hit deep, and it's gone. Reggie with the home run. Oh my, a big home run for Reggie Jackson. It's not enough, but it will do. Oh my. Reggie has their work cut in half now. Reggie with his 35th home run of the season. He is in second place for home runs in the American League, behind Howard with 38. This is number 35 for Reggie Jackson. Been doing it all year. And here's Sal Bando now. Lyle trying to settle down now. That was I don't know if that's a hot dog. God, that was one with relish and onions and all the fixings. Sauerkraut. Fourth home run for Oakland. 6 in the game. Lyle is ready. He'll face Bando now. Here's the pitch. 2-11. And he flies it to right for the first out of the inning. It's a 7-6 ball game. Here's Danny Cater now. Big hand for Cater. Hit the home solo blast in the 7th. Followed by Webster's home run. Monday, actually the pitcher, Jim Rowland, is on deck. Here's the pitch to Cater. 6-9, and he grounds it to short. That's for Petrocelli. He's a 2. 18-2, and he throws him out, 2 away. And there will be a hitter for Rowland. Yes, there will. Rowland due up. It will be Bobby Brooks, a right-handed hitter, not much of a hitter. So Brooks steps in to face Lyle with 2 outs, nobody on. There'll be a new pitcher for Rowland. He pitched one inning. The loser of record. And in case you're interested, it will be Raleigh Fingers coming in for Oakland to pitch to Boston in the top of the 9th. Raleigh Fingers, who would be the 5th pitcher for Oakland. Bobby Brooks steps in, 2 outs, nobody on, 1 in on the home run by Jackson. Here we go. Lyle, the pitch to Brooks. 1-7. Double to right by Brooks. Oh my. A 2-out double by Brooks. He will continue to run, and Dick Green has a chance here to knock in the tying run. Let alone, though he is the go-ahead run. It's 7-6 Boston, bottom of the 8th. Oakland at bat, 2 outs. Jackson homered to make it 7-6. Now Brooks on second. Here's Lyle. The pitch to Green. 6-4. Fly ball center. Getting under that is Reggie Smith, 16-2. And he makes the catch, and the side is retired. But there was 1 run on a solo blast by Jackson. Brooks pinch hit double and left on base. After 8, it's 7-6 Boston. And here's Raleigh Fingers. Russ Gibson will lead it off. Lyle, the winner of record here, and he is on deck. How do you like that? Sparky. A 1WL comes out on deck. Gibson 0 for 3 today. Here's Fingers now. He's ready. Pitch to Gibson, 1-7. He flies it to center, and that's 1 away. Here comes Lyle now. 1WL. Hitting for himself. Going for the win. Fingers. And the pitch to Lyle. 5'8", left-handed hitter, and he flies it to left for the second out of the inning. And now Sid O'Brien 1 for 4. It's been a back-and-forth ball game. Actually, Red Sox got off to a 5-0 lead. Oakland came back 5-4, tied it 5-5. And then Boston with 2 runs in the top of the 8th on the 2-run home run by Tony Conigliaro. Oakland got 1, but they're down by 1. Here's O'Brien now. 2 outs, nobody on, Fingers. And the pitch. 3-5, and that's hit well to left center, and that is a triple by O'Brien, a stand-up triple. Off Fingers. Boy, he got a hold of that one. 3-5 triple by O'Brien. He had 5 of them in 263 at bats. Mike Andrews comes up with O'Brien on third and 2 down. Fingers working from the stretch here. If you're looking ahead, it'll be Haney, a pinch hitter, and then Tartable in the 9th for Oakland. Fingers from the stretch, and the pitch to Andrews. 4-8, and he flies it to center, and that side is retired. Monday got it. No runs. 1 hit, a 2-out triple by O'Brien left on. And this is it, folks. Lyle has pitched 1 2/3 innings. He's going for the win here. He did allow a solo home run to Reggie Jackson. And Larry Haney will lead it off against Lyle. Haney. Here's Lyle now, he's ready. And the pitch to Haney. 3-8. Grounds it to second. Andrews over to Scott. There's one away. And there'll be, here's Rick Monday now. That's right, Monday is in the 9th spot here. Very nice. Monday hit the home run to tie up this ball game when he pinch hit in the 7th. Here's Lyle, 1 out, nobody on. The pitch to Monday. 5-7, struck him out. 2 down. And Jose Tartable. W power, left and right. 1 for 4 today. Lyle into his windup. 6-6, grounds it to second. Andrews throws it over to Scott, and the ball game is over. It was a good game, though, Kathy Harden. The Oakland A's just could not quite catch up here. The final score is the Red Sox 7 and the Oakland A's 6. The winner is Lyle. Lyle pitched 2 2/3 innings. He allowed 2 hits, no walks, a strikeout, and 1 earned run. The loss goes to Roland. Fingers came in for 1 inning. Final line, Red Sox 7 runs on 7 hits, 8 hits, and no errors. Oakland 6 runs on 9 hits, out hitting the Red Sox and losing with 3 very costly errors. And it's a tough one to call, but the winning run was knocked in by and hit by Reggie Jackson. And for that reason, we're going to give Reggie the star of the game. We just hope, Kathy Harden, Mr. Perota is not here. You have a great day, Kathy Harden. We hope this does not go to his head. Oh, I'm sorry. They lost Oakland. We don't do the star of the game that way. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. It's going to be Tony Conigliaro with the game-winning run and RBI. So that's the ball game. Red Sox take it 7-6. A well-played game, an enjoyable game. They are now 51-54, 3 games below 500. They'll be 21 games out of first place now. Oakland will fall 12.5 behind with the loss. We have a game this afternoon, as you know. And that's going to be the Cincinnati Reds at the Philadelphia Phillies. It's Jim Merritt for the Reds. And Grant Jackson for the Phillies, and that's a 5 p.m. start, you know, always subject to change. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well. And I'll catch you next time. Thank you, Kathy Harden.